Hello, everyone, and welcome to an episode of Season 2 of Birdie Wing. Yes, and we're on episode 11 of Birdie Wing. Now, notice I'm wearing my Demon Slayer shirt because it's the last episode of Demon Slayer, and I went to the one in Times Square. I went there, it was really jam-packed, especially all the Demon Slayer fans out there. Really good. Thumbs up for all. I got a chance to watch it. I got a chance to watch it this morning. I didn't get a chance to watch it 2 days ago because of work and such. So bear with me, like I said, bear with me on this. But I watched it and sorry, it's just I don't even know just how sad I am on this episode. Just how sad. I Owie. Owie. I say it once, and I'm going to say it again. Birdie Wing has got to be in everyone's top 10 anime of all time. One will make an argument that it's in the top 5 or top 3. But, when it comes to all sports, in the female sports, you got to put Birdie Wing in the top 3. And notice I'm not exaggerating when I say this, that Birdie Wing needs to be up there as much as the Blue Locks and the Haikyuu. Because I understand golf may not be everyone's sport, but by watching it, it makes you feel welcome. Now, normally I'll get hype about every episode of Birdie Wing because Birdie Wing tells a story that is so fucking great. You got to give props to Bandai Namco for this one. But the reason I'm not really like hype is because this episode alone hit me. I was getting emotional watching this. I mean, the passion, the excitement, the adrenaline, and for even Aoi, and seeing those two play against each other, well, seeing them playing in these days of the British Open makes you feel like you gotta see it. I know I'm not the only one here who talks about every episode of Birdie Wing on YouTube. I know I'm not the only one. But this episode alone hits me to a whole nother level. That's why you hear my voice. That's why I'm not excited, because for this to be so realistic and so freaking great, it's just sad. But I'm going to get right to it. So let's get right to it, the review of Birdie Wing Season 2, Episode 11. Now, here's the thing. Eve, Aoi. And you got the third player, Jahal, who's the Lunar Empress. Okay. Each day, elimination after elimination, they have been getting there. They're on the rise. Eve shots, Aoi shots. They bumping each other into the top 3. It's always Aoi first, Eve second, or Eve second, Aoi first, and Jahal first. Those 3 are going at it. Intense as it was, those 3 was going at it. Now, Aoi's case. Now, okay, here's the thing. We all know that is a 1 in a 300,000 chance that Aoi may not play golf again. And it's sad and it breaks my heart because these were the episodes of Birdie Wing that we wanted Aoi against Eve, the final 2. We wanted to see those 2 go at it. Not a third person. Just Eve versus Aoi. Us as Birdie Wing fans, we wanted that. We wanted that match. Now, the doctor says that, she can't play golf again. She might die. And for Aoi being putting on a smile to everyone's faces, and putting on death flags. Like, for real, death flags. She's like, I could die happy, yo. This is my last meal. Like, she gotta stop. She gotta stop teasing us. She gotta stop teasing us. I understand she put a smile on everyone's faces, but she gotta stop teasing people. She gotta stop teasing people. Like, stop doing that. I don't know. It's just too much. But, you know, it's hard to see Aoi go like this. I mean, putting all that stress in her golf skills, her body on the line to play against even this British Open. It's just, I mean, playing this, it's just too much for me to watch. And next week is going to be the last episode, I think. So, I mean, I think it's going to be 13 or 12 episodes. I think it's next week's is the finale. I hope that is. But yeah. So Jahal being the Lunar Empress, she knows when a golf player is in danger. She knows when a golf player is at his peak. So, and she knows, she even knows that she has wings. I remember there was an episode, guys, that Jahal looked at and was like, oh, she got the wings. Don't underestimate her because she got the wings. And she sees her as a Valkyrie. She sees her like Icarus, you know, like the wings, like getting close to the sun. And the wings are going to fall, the wings are going to melt on Aoi's back. You know, imagination. Just picture Aoi with wings, but her shots are so good to a point that the more that she does good with her shots, the more her wings melt. And that's what Jahal sees in Aoi. Now, Eve is putting on an amazing show. Like, she's showing off her bullets, her rainbow bursts. She's putting on all the stops. And Eve is not giving up. Like, Eve is... See, I'm an Eve fan. I've been saying since day one, I'm an Eve fan. If you had asked me who's better between Eve or Aoi, I'm Team Eve. Nothing but respect for Aoi, but that's the case. But again, Eve showing off Aoi showing off Eve, because they all put on a great show. I mean, this episode was intense to the point. Now, this is where I get a little bit emotional here, guys. Aoi was putting on a show, then Eve's one as well. Aoi, much like her father, Coach Amo, but much like her coach, we don't want to see we don't want to see Aoi dead. You know, Aoi is putting on a show in this episode to a point where that last scene hits me. When she made that shot, I was like, not like this, not like this. No, don't do this. We want to see Eve and Aoi play. And for Aoi to play like this, seriously, I get it. She's putting a lot of things. She has zero left to give. I mean, she has much to give. Mind, body, spirit, soul. She has to. I'm not saying she has to win or lose, but the condition that Aoi is in, I'm worried her every time she plays in this. Because remember, she has to win three other straight matches just to get to this point to beat Eve. And then that one moment when she just, I don't know, like as soon as she hit the ball, like a good shot, hit the golf post, she collapsed. And then Eve running out, I mean, trying to wake her up, like, you promised we play golf together. Like, that hits me. That hits me, man. I mean, like, for real. But another moment in Birdie Wing, guys, that got me teared up a little bit was Aoi saying, I'm trying to remember her words, but it goes like this: "Please God, let me play one game with Eve. Please God, let me play one game with Eve. I don't care if I die. Let me play one game with Eve." And then she fell. Yo. I don't even know where to begin with that. That just hits me. That freaking hits me. I was done. But yeah, that I was sad. I was absolutely sad by that moment. I mean, the cliffhanger like that, it's very sad. Now, here's the thing. I hope Aoi doesn't die. I hope she doesn't die. Like, for real, guys. Whoever's a fan of Birdie Wing, understand this. I hope she doesn't die. Now, here's the kicker here. This is what I'm trying to say. If Aoi wins and dies, this anime is 1,000% better than Haikyuu and Blue Lock. I kid you not. If Aoi, I'm gonna say this again, one more time. If Aoi wins and dies, this show is 1,000% better than all the other sports animes we have watched. Past, present, and future. This show's 1,000% better than the others. Now, next week is the last episode of Birdie Wing, I think it is. And Eve now, I feel like Aoi's gonna forfeit the match. She has to forfeit the match. I don't think she's gonna play. I think she's gonna. I think we all know Aoi's gonna forfeit. But still, this pressure now is on Eve, case, and I'm gonna tell you why Eve is under more pressure than Aoi. Because if you go back to the training montage, I get it. Aoi has suffered a headache, and I get that. But you know, Eve training her body up to do the rainbow burst thing. But Eve has to win. This is like a must win for Eve. I mean, if you go back, like, what I mean by pressure, I mean, like, we all thought Eve hasn't been under pressure because of her shots and whatnot. But at this moment in time, this moment right now, she has to win this for Aoi. She has to win this for Aoi. Beat Chahal and win this for Aoi, because I think we have to I think Eve is the epicenter. Like, she is the one to wake up Aoi from her, to be the cure of this disease. Like, you know, like, picture her, Eve, doing a rainbow shot, won it, and then Aoi wakes up from her coma. You know what I mean? Something like that. Something like that. That is something. You know, I kind of see that where, because you want to see Eve and Aoi grown up. You want to see them as mothers. You want to see them in the next generation of their daughters playing golf. You want to see how the ending goes. You want to see these two play together. And for Aoi, but Eve needs to win this. That's what I'm trying to say. Eve is going to be the one to cure Aoi in the game of golf. And I think Aoi's golf is the one that's going to cure Aoi in this way. But we'll see where this goes. But again, this episode was really hurting me. Like, for Aoi case, when she fell, it was like, no! For us, that just hits me. And now, Eve, you know, I don't know how Eve is going to be next week. Because, again, now that Aoi's out, Eve is feel like we don't know how she's going to be. Either she win or lose. It's just what it is. But we got to see where this goes for Eve. We just got to see. So, I look forward for next week's episode of Birdie Wing. And I really, really hope some miracle comes out of next week's episode. I really hope so. So, stay tuned for next week.